Okay, next we're going to focus on the types of medical complications that go along with anorexia. First, we're going to do a little true-false question again, so get back out those phones. So, true or false? Anorexia nervosa only makes people skinny. It does not have any life-threatening medical complications or consequences. I'll give you a couple seconds to put in your answers. So the answer to this is false. Okay, so don't mess it. All right, so for those of you who answered false, good job, you're correct. There are serious medical complications that go along with anorexia. Here's a list of really just a few. If you look it up online, there's many, many, many more of this. But these are kind of the main ones that I thought I would focus on. And I'm not going to go into each one in detail because you can kind of read it, and then if you want to, you can go online and look it up yourself. But there are cardiovascular issues, which means with the heart. So because they are taking in such little amounts of food and they don't have the fat they need, like the body fat they need on their body, their blood system, their heart rate can really slow down a lot, and that's actually one of the main things that makes anorexics be hospitalized, because their heart can't support their body because their heart isn't being supported by anything else. There's nothing going through there. They can also suffer from heart failure for similar things. The low blood pressure and heart rate can all kind of culminate and then end up in heart failure. For a gastrointestinal, they can end up with just bloating and nausea and just not anything good in the stomach. Renal means with the kidneys, so they can have severe dehydration, which can be life-threatening. And their endocrine system, they can actually end up with reduced growth hormones, so could stop growing. For teens and preteens and children that are suffering from anorexia, yes, it does affect children as well. It can actually affect their normal growth rate and actually stunt their growth. And for skeletal, their bones can become porous and they break bones so easily because there's no nutrients going into the bones. So it causes them to become very brittle and porous, which means that there's little tiny holes on them, which leads to easy breaking of bones, which is very scary, which can even lead to even their spine or their neck and just different areas, which can be very, very life-threatening. And then in their neuroendocrine system, they can have even problems with their memory. So you would think that typically they would have disturbed emotions because that makes sense, they're very anxious, they're dealing with all these psychological issues, but it actually can affect their memory too.
And next up, we're going to talk about media and the ideal body. And this is it's not a cause of anorexia, but it's something that definitely leads to all of these young women and men in some cases to suffer from anorexia, and that is what they see on TV. So within the past few generations, everything is on TV, everything's recorded, everything has pictures taken of it. There are so many different software programs that can change how we look, can confuse people, just everything. Nobody is as beautiful as they seem on TV and in magazines and on news stories. And so we do have a quick little video of just a little snippet of what is done to people in these magazines and show what drastic changes there are. So what these girls are striving for girls and guys are striving for, it's not even possible. They don't look like that, so how are you going to even really look like that?
Tortilla, corn, beans.
So we're going to sit on the ad for a second. It's just going to take a few seconds. Yeah. Right, while we're waiting, anything? No? Good. Yeah. I'll go speed up the 5-minute presentation. And video.
So sorry, she's just in her being too loud. Just like you're all old enough. Whoa. Wait, that's so distorted. Wait, that actually made me look 10 times bigger.
Like it's not her anymore. That is not the same woman.
No, I meant the projector made it even
Oh.
bigger. Wait, hold on. Look. Look.